Are you sure your analytics mean what you think they mean? Good morning, everybody. I saw a post on LinkedIn the other day asking why B2B companies don't talk to their customers. They look at analytics, the post claimed, and they'd rather believe data from Google than talk to real people or even listen to what they're saying. Is this true? And if so, is it unique to B2B? Have we come to the point that we trust data more than people? Is this maybe a personality thing? Are marketing reports created by introverts who don't want to talk to real people? Or on the other hand, have we become data snobs, where we think data is more reliable than what real people say? I can imagine a conversation where someone says, "Why don't you ask your customers what brought them to your service?" To which the so-called data-driven marketer says, "What good is that? They won't remember. I can get those numbers from my analytics." But can you? In other words, there might be an attitude that cold hard data from analytics is more valuable than people's admittedly squishy and fallible memories. And there's some truth to that. But attribution is very difficult to prove no matter how you go about it, and technology solutions aren't necessarily giving you the right answer. As I thought about this, it conjured up a few contrasts in my mind, like intuition versus measurement, statistics versus anecdotes, self-reported data versus observed data, story versus analysis. So I started wondering about situations where data can mislead if we don't have the human context. Here are a few possible examples. We usually assume that a high bounce rate indicates a bad user experience. But what if users found exactly what they wanted on that one page? Maybe that's exactly and all they needed. Turning that concept on its head, people often assume that lots of page views per session imply healthy engagement, but it might also mean that people can't find what they're looking for. If you measure the popularity of a page by its page views, it may be that lots of people are going to that page for some reason you don't expect, not having to do with the validity or usefulness of that page. It might be some accidental reason, but nobody's satisfied what they find on that page. Just as an example, maybe some quirk in your search results is sending too many people to that page. And while we're on search, your search function may be used a lot, which may indicate that it's a valued feature, but it may also be a reflection of bad site organization. Or let's say you do a poll to rate overall satisfaction with your site, which is good, you're getting customer feedback, right? And you get a good rating, that's great. But there might still be frustration with certain key elements or functions that you might discover by talking to people. The point is that you might be telling the wrong story with your data if you don't have the human context. You need to check your assumptions against actual customer experience to make sure you're not missing something. Anyway, I hope this was useful. If so, remember to subscribe, like, and share, and I'll provide a link to an interesting article on this topic down below. Thanks so much.